Season 4 of Yellowstone didn't end with quite as devious of a cliffhanger as Season 3. Short recap, Season 3 ended with someone waging war on the Dutton family, trying to kill everyone in the family. Throughout Season 4, we tried to convince ourselves that it wasn't Jamie Dutton's birth father who did the deed until...
Did I try to kill them? So goddamn right I did.
But even then, you kind of pulled for the old guy because he had moral objectives relative to everyone else in the show. That plotline went up the creek, literally, when Jamie shot him and the new cliffhanger became this.
I saw the end of us.
What does that even mean?
I saw the end of us.
Yeah, we got it. Well, the internet has theories which we've resisted parroting, but now as Season 5 begins filming in Montana, the cast has started to talk about what Kayce saw, and they know things. At least some of them do. Looking at you, Monica. I'm Billy Dukes, and if you watched 1883, you also know things. If not, you can just check out the last couple of episodes of the Dutton Rules podcast to catch up. Links are in the description section, and new episodes are coming very soon. Take a minute and let me know what you think the vision meant in the comments section below or at staff@tasteofcountry.com. I've always really enjoyed this conversation, so let's keep it going for Season 5 too. And of course, if you'll consider subscribing, I promise to make it worth your while. Towards the end of 1883, we learned that the natives will rise up and take back Paradise Valley in 7 generations. Paradise Valley being the name of the land that the Duttons settle on and own in Montana. 7th generation Dutton is Kayce, or maybe Tate depending on interpretation. I'll tell you why that's really important and revealing in just one moment, but first, let's quickly recap where Kayce is before he says...
I saw the end of us.
Kayce and Monica moved off the ranch to begin Season 4 because Tate watched his mom kill one of the attackers. They began to patch up their familial relationship and did a really good job because we learned in Episode 8, No Kindness for the Coward, that Monica is pregnant. This is the same episode where Sheriff Haskell gets killed, so I guess the Yellowstone universe values balance. Anyways, later Kayce goes off into the mountains for a vision quest called a Hanbleceva, which means crying for a vision. It's 4 days alone, no food, no water. It's a sacred ceremony that involves crossing into the spirit world to find one's purpose. Kayce has been told that his spirit animal is a wolf. That makes sense because he keeps seeing wolves, and after some level of hallucination and torture, a woman representing the wolf takes him to the edge of a cliff where he sees 2 paths. We don't see the paths, only Kayce's grimace as he looks at his options. When he returns, Monica asks what he saw, and he responds with, cue the clip.
I saw the end of us.
So, theories. Theory 1 is that he was being really literal. Path 1 saved his family's ranch, but sacrificed his marriage. Path 2 saved his family, but sacrificed the ranch. He's indicating that he's going to remain loyal to the Dutton brand, but I don't like this theory one bit. It's too easy. During the quest, Avery appears as a temptress after returning to reveal she's in love with him early in Season 4. That's one of my least favorite things to ever happen on this show. Choosing this theory is to buy into the idea that she'll somehow drive a wedge between the couple, which I'm sorry, I'm just not buying. Kayce is much too loyal to his wife. Remember, he moved out and lived on her reservation for years before returning to the Dutton ranch. The cast doesn't like it either. When asked what he thought the vision was, Ryan Bingham, who plays Walker, told Us Weekly that he thinks it's a nod to the disappearing way of life depicted in the show. It's an abstract, big-picture vision that falls in line with where the world seems to be headed. The crux of the show is competing ways of life with a clear edge going to the modern concrete world of the future. Exhibit A is the airport being built on the family's property. A fun note about all this is that actors Luke Grimes and Kelsey Esbill, who play Kayce and Monica, know the answer. She spoke to Taste of Country's Sterling Whitaker and was asked what she thought. Apologies for the phone audio here, but she was on a road trip with her mom as they traveled up to the set in Montana.
I mean, for me, I was so impatient. Actually, Luke and I both were. We just went straight up to Taylor and we're like, you got to tell us. We got to know what this means. Well, I guess we do, and I guess I can't really say, but no, I agree though with that duality of it not just being maybe immediately or kind of being what you think. I'm skirting around the question.
Talking to The Hollywood Reporter, Luke said, quote, Kayce's vision quest at the end of Season 4 could possibly be a sign that things are going to have to change. That's actually probably the most revealing interview any cast member has done since season 4 ended, but until recently nobody had seen any scripts. We did confirm with Kayce as Bill that she's read a couple of scripts, but she proved to be a really good secret keeper. I'm going to offer 2 more competing theories about what Kayce saw. The first draws from actor Gil Birmingham's comments to Deadline in February. He's the one that identified the Hanbleceva for the public and talked about how they were very respectful of that ritual. That got me thinking about who us could be.
I saw the end of us.
Is Kayce now thought of as a member of the tribe? And if that's the case, is us a really dark prediction about the fate of the indigenous people? I don't like this theory because, first of all, it's really uncomfortable, but second of all, the show has gone to great lengths to celebrate natives. I do think that the natives play a role here, and this goes back to that scene in 1883 we talked about at the beginning of this video.
Someday, my family might seek to hunt that valley. And if they do, you remember me. And you let them.
To me, the land is going back to the Native Americans one way or another, and the end of us isn't as important as the start of something new and long overdue. But again, let me know what you think in the comment section below, and tap subscribe on your way out the door. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.